I wish to know who was responsible for last night's outrage.
Huawei Show. Huawei Show.
Oh yes, man. Welcome to the Huawei Show Radio TV. This is your boy DJ Grizzly, and today I'm hanging out with the beautiful Leanne, who is the semi-finalist for Mrs. South Africa. Right, a whole Mrs. South Africa is sitting here. Yeah. So Leanne, how you doing?
I'm good, thanks. And
You're wonderful.
I'm good.
Man, just your energy. You know, I was very tired, but when you walked in, I was like, yeah, no, she's got good energy. Like you just come in with a happy vibe. I like that. So who's Leanne, man? Who's Leanne? Where you from? You know, what do you do? Are you from around here? Cause you know, with the pageants, we get to only see you on phones. We get to only see you on screens. So now that you're here, we'd really like to know who you are.
The good side, hey?
Yeah.
So I am born in Rustenburg.
Oh,
and
Rusty,
then
okay.
we moved here when I went to high school. My mother got a job in Florida.
Okay.
And then I was raised in Krugersdorp, obviously.
Okay.
And then I got to work. So I started working when I was 16 years old.
16. Woo.
I had to finish school.
Yeah.
My mother was...
So you finished school when you were 16?
No.
Okay.
My mother just didn't have the funds because my mother was a single mother. So she didn't have funds for us to finish school. And me and my sister, so I have a sister, started
So
working.
between you and your sister, who's the most prettiest?
It's my sister's birthday, so today she can be...
No, she's it's also my little sister's birthday today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good people are born in February.
Yeah.
So yes, and then I finished high school and immediately started working.
Okay. Which high school did you go to?
Noordheuwel.
Noordheuwel.
Yes, Noordheuwel was a good high school. It was completely different. I came from a farm, being a girl in only not even wearing shoes, and then when I got to high school, it was all these girls with this makeup but it changed me for good.
Did you feel the pressure?
Yes, I did. My first day of high school, it was not even 10 minutes. I went to the bathroom and I cried for almost 2 hours, and I said, please just take me home. I can't do this because I wasn't used to it.
Yeah. So were the other girls mean to you?
No, they were just really being on the next level to me. They were doing makeup and they were having their hair all nice, and I wasn't used to that. On the farm life, you don't get to do stuff like that. But it was good because it made me into a woman, and I learned from them actually. So the school have a lot of things around them because it's in a wealthy neighborhood. But my mother didn't have money, and I ended up finishing school without being bullied, without getting involved with all...
But this is very interesting though. Like I like how you started, like your whole come up. So now you're at school, right? You walk in and you're like, wow, what the hell is happening here? All these pretty girls. And then you get to a point where you're like, okay, now I think I'm gonna fit in, or I'm gonna do me and try and be part of this, whatever this is that's happening.
Yes.
So who was your first friend? Was it your friend that helped you? Was it your sister? How did you make the transition from a farm girl to a Joburg girl? Yeah.
A retro girl. So my sister was in the same high school, but we didn't know each other at school because she was part of the kids who was smoking and drinking, and I was the good girl. So obviously I was still me. I think I will always be me because I, from a very young age, learned to be real to myself. And you only have yourself. You have yourself to stand up for yourself. But there's always good in people that you learn from. Don't see everything as negative. So I learned from the good stuff from the girls. I said, show me how you do it. Let me see. Let me introduce me to high heels and dress nice. And
so your first time you walked in heels, how was it?
It was horrible. 2 hours later, my feet were paining. I'm like, oh no, I can't do this. This is too hectic. And listen, I do a tacky by 4 any day, then a high heel. I'm still there's still some normal in me, but we are all grown up now.
So moving from the high school life, now you're done. You're working. You're about 16. Right?
Yes.
You're working now and moving on. Let's just take it to 21 or 22 or 20.
20.
Yeah.
20 was when I fell pregnant with my son.
Okay.
Wasn't in a good relationship.
Okay.
And I did what I have to as a girl not to get pregnant, but I got pregnant. So obviously there was a reason for my son. God gave him to me, I truly believe. I was 20. On my 21st birthday, I was having this big bump belly sitting there, everybody having a good time. And
so you had your 21st birthday?
I did.
Okay.
I did with my Coke.
Yeah.
And then my son was born in March.
It's great though. Your son was at your birthday.
Yes, he was. On my 21st birthday. So when I fell pregnant, I thought, oh, my world is finished. Because at that stage, I was just getting into my career and I applied to study business marketing and I got accepted. And as soon as I got accepted, I found out I was pregnant.
Yeah.
3 months already. So, I mean, it's it's no time for reality check or nothing. But then I ended up getting him and the relationship didn't work out. I finished my studies.
What's his son's name?
Luan.
Luan. What does it mean?
Graceful warrior.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yes.
So he's turning 11 now in March. So got married, studied, finished my studies, and then he went off to school and he's in grade 5 now. And I was single for 7 years. I just didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to focus on me and being a mother.
So when did the interest of being in pageants start?
So it actually started, last year it started when, my husband and myself is very involved in a shelter in Krugersdorp, the Tower of Life. So we've been involved with it from the very start. So our first date, we went and bought food for the shelter. So the one night, so you get used to the people around you, and the one night it was after COVID and we were really involved with it and we had a good service and chatted to the people, and when I got inside the car, I started crying my eyes out and I said, if I just had a platform, because people don't trust people. So I said, if I just have a platform where people can listen to me and help me, people can help each other if there's just good in it. Because people with charities involved, it's very difficult in the days that we live in. So I've been following the Krugersdorp for quite a while now.
Okay.
And then the entries was open at that stage, and I messaged the lady and I said to her, is there still place? How do you enter? What do you do? And she said, meet me for interview, come and see me and let's go. Monday I saw her, then I got my Miss Krugersdorp sash and I'm like, okay, let's do this.
All right. Also, it was Miss Krugersdorp first.
I'm actually still busy with that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's not finished. We finished that in March. And then the lady who I did the interview with, so she was a Miss South Africa finalist, and then she scouted me and she said, this is a wonderful opportunity. This is just next level and you totally fit in and I think it would do good. Give it a chance. And I said, well, let's try it. I always take on opportunities. You can either get a closed door or you can embrace it with open arms and learn out of everything. You're never too old to learn.
So your biggest your biggest message out there, should you win or when you win the pageant, is you'd like people to help more in building other people, like your charity events and whatnot.
Yes, I really do think they struggle, and I think there is a big need for it. And South Africa is a wonderful place if you can just learn to trust each other. And there's such wonderful stories that comes out of it, regardless if it's youth, older people, old age people. If sometimes they just need a helping hand. I mean, if there was somebody who helped me, then I wouldn't probably be where I was. But sometimes you just wish for that help, or it changed a life.
Because some people just believe that when you're in a pageant, it's just about beauty, it's about getting sponsors, looking cute all the time. What's the journey that goes into being a competitor for these pageants? Like, what do you guys do? Because we unaware. Like, what challenges do you go through? Do they give you certain things that you need to do for you to go to the next level? What happens in pageants?
So obviously you have that sponsorship, but that sponsorship doesn't just fall out of the blue. You have to commit yourself. You have to make yourself available. You have to attend to all of the events. And I think it really takes strain on your family, and it makes you vulnerable to the world out there and sharing your life with it. So you have to be really strong. So we have events that we attend to. You have to get that sponsorships in. You have to make your sponsorships happy because you still have to give them something to offer. And in it all, you have to stay true to yourself and not lose yourself, and make sure that you look after yourself, because you can't pour from an empty cup. So first you have to look to yourself and then look to the others. So we have a couple of events, and then obviously the charity, where you have to try and get people to help and assist. And then we do have some glamorous stuff like dressing up, but that's like maybe a 10% of it all.
Yeah, you didn't sound so excited about that. You're like, yeah, we do dress up, but...
Once I'm done dressing up and the hair and makeup is done, I love it, like absolutely love it.
But work has to be done.
Yes, work has to be done first, and you have to work hard.
Yeah.
And I think that is something that I would like to carry out to, especially to younger ladies out there, because I think women have a really big responsibility in life, and you have to embrace it with both arms and make sure that you are not just taking for yourself, because we live in a selfish world, and that's what our generation grew up to be. I see with my son and with the people around us, the girls is not what our grandparents used to be like. Like, I mean, they were cooking away, and I don't say you have to do that, but you still have to keep that little girl in you and not be a man, because there's a job for a man and a woman. But
and I love cooking that time. You know?
Yes.
I love
Listen, my husband does more cooking in the house than I do. I'll give it to him.
So now have you thought about going back to your humble beginnings in Rustenburg and also doing something there?
Yes, I definitely did. I wish it was still a little farm town like it used to be, but I don't know when last have you been there.
Yeah, it's been a while.
We actually was there a year ago. Last year, at the end of the year, I bought my car there.
Okay.
And it has changed so much. It's not a farm town anymore. It's even bigger than Krugersdorp. I really do think so. It's big. They have a huge mall, bigger than Key West.
Wow.
And it's almost the size of Clearwater, and there's just car dealerships everywhere. But still, I still have contact with the primary school that I've been in.
Okay.
So once in a blue moon, I would get in contact with them and just make sure, because it was a little farm town, and they have grown a lot, and it's a lot better than I have been since I've been there. But they still need help, because they don't have it all.
All right. So for your project this side, the charity that you do, like the one that you went on a date with your husband.
Yes.
Like what do you guys do there? Like,
so we go there once a month. We go there twice a month. So it's every second week we go there. So the 1 week we go there, we just have a service for them administered to them. And then the last Friday of every month, we give them food. So the Tower of Life is...
Do you cook it, or is it pre-food that's made?
It just depends on how busy it is. Sometimes we have nice curry and rice. It also depends on the funds.
So for people that would like to also come and give a hand, do you accept that?
Or, yes, most definitely. And we always ask them to join us. Come see what it's with them. I think the guys at the shelter also just enjoys not being, because majority of them don't have a job. They car watchers, and they don't have anything, so they pay 20 rand to stay there, and then they get a shower and a plate of food. So once we treat them like normal people, I have so many great stories of men changing and going back to their family, leaving drugs, and it's a simple thing of having a normal conversation with them. So we invite the public, come and join us. Just treat them like normal people, because they are normal people like we are. They just have different difficulties in life that we don't have always, or that we don't have the same coping skills. So when we give them food, it really all depends on the funds that we have available.
All right, no, great. So now we're gonna jump into the pageant. So there's a voting line for you,
yes.
right? What is it?
So it is my name and my surname that you get to vote. So the person who gets the public choice, that is the voting line. So the person with the most votes gets the public choice. So after this in June, we'll have an interview, and then we're going to, after the interviews, there's only 30 of us going through. So the person who gets the public choice is the one with the votes. So if you get the most votes, then you automatically just go through.
All right. So what's the voting line? Like the number to
it's
dial?
45. Let me just double check.
Okay. So is this SMSs? Is it WhatsApp, Instagram?
It's WhatsApp.
Okay.
But you can also vote on Facebook if you go into the Mrs. South Africa. If you like that page and you like my picture, it also counts as a vote.
Okay.
So
And on WhatsApp, how do they do it?
No, there's not on WhatsApp.
It's
so
Facebook.
it's SMS, Facebook, and then Instagram. So it is the code that I just had it.
Yeah. No, you can take your time. It's fine.
I'll give it to you now.
Yeah. All right. So I had such a nice question. Now I'm thinking about the number myself. So when people vote for you, you get to be the people. The
public choice.
The public choice.
Public choice.
And with the public choice, you get to jump to the next level of the pageant.
Yes. Then you qualify for the top 30. So the top 30 will go through, and then it's obviously next level. So then you get involved with more corporate companies, and you get involved with higher charities, and you are then seen as a proper public figure more than even now. And then you also get the opportunity to be an influencer.
How do you feel about it though? Do you think you're going to take it?
Yes. I would really love that one. That is the one that I would go for, because that gets you involved with charity. And my heart is with charity. My heart is for the people. And the girls that I compete with is obviously very stunning. So it's a tough competition. But some of them, I would give it to them. There's people that own it. And personally, I put everybody else in front of myself. And if there's one thing
are you just being nice?
No, really. There's some of the girls that I really think to myself, you would deal with this title like really well. Our current Miss South Africa, Valesa, I don't know if you have seen her or follow, but she's just a phenomenal woman. And she handles everything so gracefully, and she's just a real lady, like a proper lady. And some of the girls among us, the sisterhood, we call it the sisterhood, I think to myself, you would fit in that shoe, but give me the public choice so I can have a voice.
All right, so in terms of the people voting for you, I'm just going to open up a platform for you to tell the people why they should vote for you. Right, so don't worry about the number. I'm going to have the poster up
problem.
onto the screen. So can you just take time to tell the people why they should vote for you?
I think they should vote for me is help me so I can be a voice for the people out there, and support me so I can get the voice that needs to be heard, and let us have a change in our community. Krugersdorp really is, people misjudge us or misunderstand us, and I think it's time for change. So help me so I can help the rest of you, and let's have a better future for our children, because we're raising our children here. We're not going anywhere. It's no need for us to leave the country, because we live in a beautiful country. So if you support me, I'll be there for the rest of the people.
All right, wonderful. So guys, don't forget to vote for Leanne. And in closing, is there anything that I've missed that you'd like to talk about? I
think you covered basically everything. Follow me on the journey and interact with me. I love it when I hear from people. I love people around me. So if you see me, even if you see me somewhere, I love to chat. Yeah. Chat to me. Please don't just say, oh, I saw you.
Provided you voted.
Yes, make sure that you've sent the SMS before you approach me. I'm joking. But yes, if you see me or if you see my stuff, follow it, and it goes both ways. I love to get involved. So get me involved with your projects. Let's make a difference. Let's show our children how it's done.
All right, man. Ladies and gents, this was Hanging Out with Leanne, and thank you very much for making the time to come through and talk to DJ Grizzly.
Thank you.
And man, we'll be sure to also support you and keep voting. Because when I saw it, I was like, okay. Leanne, okay, and I checked out the newspaper, like, she might be interested to talk to you. Let me just see her.
I love it.
And when you walked in, you have great energy. I'm like, okay, no.
Let's do it. I hope hopefully I'll be here soon again.
Yeah.
We'll
Hopefully
check in.
we'll shoot the
Yeah.
documentary for you.
Yes,
You know, from
the
started
whole
here
thing.
to
Yes,
to the
and then
winnings.
you join us the night of the gala evening.
you know.
It'd be really great.
Wonderful, man. Ladies and gents, please don't forget to subscribe. Peace.